Boxing Voice.
Switching subjects back to last Saturday, clearly a lot of controversy for Danny Garcia because of the named opponent Rod Salka. We've seen Steven Espinoza kind of take the credit and say it was his fault for that fight happening. Ultimately, is it a guy like Steven Espinoza's fault because he isn't the one buying the fight?
I don't think it goes to one person to be blamed, but at the same time, Rod Salka, I wouldn't even say he underperformed. I think Danny Garcia overperformed. You know, I don't think Rod Salka was as bad a fighter as he looked on Saturday night. He's definitely an underweight fighter. You know, he wasn't a fighter who was a 140-pounder probably. Danny looked a lot bigger than him. And Danny was also very sharp that night. I'm not going to tell you Rod Salka is a world championship level fighter, but he's definitely a much better fighter than he showed on Saturday night. So in a way, I kind of felt bad for him because he caught Danny on one of the better nights you could catch Danny Garcia.
2014, we've been kind of plagued with bad fights over on Showtime. Are you expecting more of the same? I mean, you're an analyst there. Clearly, it would make a better job for you to, you know, commentate on a fight like Porter Brook instead of a Garcia Salka.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to, you know, you don't know how the fights are going to turn out, and you don't know that you might get a dud, or you might get something exciting. You know, sometimes these things turn out like that. Hopefully, Showtime can close out the year with a bang with the end of the year schedule. We never expected to really maximize and even out. Reach the levels of last year, because we kind of set the bar pretty high, so it was always going to underachieve as far as that's concerned. But hopefully we can have a big closeout to the year.
Now, I don't expect you to know the ins and outs of Showtime, but I mean, your professional opinion, you think that we get Garcia Peterson? This was the build-up for that, also for Jacobs Quillen. Are those things that we could possibly see this year, or should they marinate a little more?
No, I like to see them this year. Hopefully we get to see them this year. I think the fans will want to see it. I think there are fights that need to happen in boxing to get some clear-cut answers, and we'll see.
The Boxing Voice.